What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. Okay, so we are actually going to explore hell for Spawn Sunday. Yes, we are going to continue on with our coverage for Spawn, and we're going to pick up with issue number 8. Now, when it comes to issue number 8, it actually does pick up where issue number 5 left off at. Now remember, in issue number 5, Spawn killed off a serial killer. Matter of fact, he killed off someone who was going around killing off a bunch of children. That is why he killed off a character known as Billy Kincaid. Now when it comes to Billy Kincaid, you have Billy right now being reborn in hell. And we're going to use Billy as a way to explore hell. Because with Spawn technically being a hell creature, we should technically explore hell and figure out what hell is like in the Spawn universe. Now, when Billy Kincaid is actually reborn in hell, at first he has no idea that he is in hell, but he does realize this can't be heaven because how crazy it looks, how bad it looks. Now, you do have Billy go ahead and kill off a lizard, and when he does kill off that lizard, he does wear the lizard skin as a way to say he has some clothes, but of course, now he wonders what should he do next. Now that is the moment where he is confronted by a set of characters. Now these characters, like Billy, they have no idea that they're in hell. Matter of fact, they're wondering where in the world they're at right now. Now, of course, out of all the characters, the little girl is the one who actually knows a lot about hell. And what she says to Billy and the rest of the crew is that when it comes to hell, there's 10 different areas. And matter of fact, they're like spears. And so with that being said, each area is inside another area, where the 10th level is the most outer area of hell. Now, with that being said, they have to get out of the 10 areas if they want to be somewhere safe. Now, she didn't say they're in hell. She just said they're in the Deadlands. But again, we now know it is technically hell. And matter of fact, this is where we get to learn a tad bit more about hell. And so that is the moment where they are actually confronted by a soul trapper. Now, a soul trapper is from the 6th spear. But usually when it comes to a soul trapper, they're looking for souls to take with them back to their area in hell. And matter of fact, if they take you, you are forced to sing for them forever, for all eternity. Now at first, our characters, including Billy, they have no idea that this is a soul trapper, except the little girl. She knows about this soul trapper, and she says, yes, that is a soul trapper. Now the rest of our crew, they believe it is an angel because it looks like an angel. But honestly, that right there is just a disguise, because once they get a closer look after one of their characters is taken away, they realize, oh my God, that was not an angel, that was some kind of motorized machine. But in reality, it was a soul trapper, a hell creature. Now, when they move on, you have Billy realize that the girl is a tad bit different. And matter of fact, while he's trying to rest and try to take his mind off things, including the girl, when he dreams, he only dreams of Spawn. Now, is Spawn technically killing him different kinds of ways? Is Spawn now haunting his dreams even though this man had technically died and moved on to the afterlife? Now, this is something we are going to see over and over and over again in this book, to say that Spawn is always connected to Billy because Spawn was the one who had actually killed off Billy. And so while you have the crew continue on with their travels throughout the areas of hell, well, that is the moment they are actually confronted by another being. Now, we don't get the chance to see this being. Matter of fact, all we see is a beam of light to take away another member of the crew to his area of hell. It was Monad. And Monad apparently comes from the 10th area. And when he takes you away, apparently you're part of his computer system. Either way, your soul now belongs to him. But that information once again came from the little girl. And so this is Billy beginning to wonder what in the world is going on with that little girl. And as they continue on, they meet another creature. Now, this creature at first does look like Elvis, but it's not Elvis. Matter of fact, It's called a Kachugen, hopefully I pronounced that first word correctly, Metabuse. And apparently this being comes from the fifth realm, the fifth sphere. And when it comes and gets you, usually when they absorb souls, they get very addicted to it, like a drug. But of course, now another member is gone from the crew. And again, the little girl tells more information about each creature they see. And again, it's Billy wondering what in the world is going on. Now it's down to 3 people, Billy, the little girl, and an older lady. But of course, this next page, we see the older lady also get taken away by something called a soul gorment. And apparently it looks like an ant creature. Either way, it does grab the older woman. And when it does, it begins to break down her soul and she gets carried away. And so now it's just Billy and the little girl. But one more time, the little girl is the one who tells Billy everything he needs to know about the different creatures they see. And it's Billy, once again, looking at her like, how in the world do you know all this stuff? Now, when Billy tries to get some rest, because now it's just him and little girl, and he wants to kind of be rested just in case they do run into another creature. But while he's dreaming, once again, his dreams are hunted by Spawn. And so with his dreams now being hunted by Spawn, it's him kind of realizing that this creature had to be the one that had actually killed him off. Now, at first, he didn't know that, but now he does know. But now he's wondering, why in the world did this guy kill me off for? Did he kill me off because I was some child killer? Well, yes, that's the reason why. But for Billy, he's having a hard time actually believing that, which honestly, I have no idea why. Either way, you have Billy realize that, you know what? It's just me and the little girl. Because that is the moment where you have Billy wanting to kill off the little girl, just like he always did back in the real world, the world of the living. And so you have Billy walk over to the little girl, but when he tries to kill her off, the little girl is actually not a little girl. It's actually a demon in disguise, a character we saw earlier. And of course, it is Vindicator. And Vindicator is one of the, and I'm going to try my best to pronounce this word, the Philibiac brothers. Either way, he's right here right now to technically grab Billy and use Billy's soul. And Billy realized that, yeah, bro, you are literally in hell right now. And you're about to see all the different kinds of places of hell thanks to Vindicator. And so that is the moment where you actually have Billy Kincaid try his best to get away from Vindicator. Now, Vindicator could easily capture Billy Kincaid, but to Vindicator, it's a game. He's trying to chase down Billy, but to also show Billy and us, the readers, the different levels of hell, the different spheres of hell. And of course, we do get a brief description of each area. But of course, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to sit down here and explain level 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so on. And so we technically see Billy right now being chased down by Vindicator. But while being chased down by Vindicator, of course, that is the moment they reach the 8th sphere. And of course, for Vindicator, this is his home. And so this is where we kind of learn a little bit more about Vindicator, but what they're going to do with Billy Kincaid. Now that is the moment where we actually do see Vindicator explain a tad bit more to Billy Kincaid about what's going to happen next to Billy. And right now you have the Vindicator tell Billy that your soul is going to serve the Malbolgia's army. Malbolgia is the one in charge of this area of hell. Either way, right now, Malbolgia is collecting a bunch of souls for their army. And so right now, Billy is the next one to join the army. Now that is the moment we do see Vindicator hand Billy a symbiote suit. And this is the K3 Maralu. And I really hope I said that name correctly. K3 is correct, but the Maralu, I really hope I pronounced that correctly. Either way, when it comes to the K3 suit, it is going to technically combine with Billy. And so now it's part of him for life. But Billy Kincaid has now joined the army of Malbolgia. And technically, this is where we end today's video, a way for us to actually explore hell. But with that being said, oh guys, please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, I'll see y'all next time. Later, and have a good day.